And we're back with some more X4 Kingdom End. And today we're going to be doing factory building. An awful lot of factory building. I've got a whole bunch of modules up here, but before we can start any of that, I got to explain all of the hoops you have to go through to get all these modules and things, because it's a lot. It's just a lot. Alright, first thing you got to do, you have to get your faction ranking with someone up to about 10. Now, we've got plus 17 with the Teladi Corporation, plus 13 with the Order of the Holy Order of the Pontifex, whoever they are, God Realm of the Paranid, and I think we've got something with the Argon. Yeah, so we've raised our ranking up with a few. Once you've got those rankings nice and high, though, what you have to do is go find their representative. Then, what we do is, that representative, they'll go, hey, come and visit us, and they will tell you where they are, and you'll have to go visit them, and then you'll be able to go back whenever you want. Then you'll go into the room, and we're going to have a quick chat with them. This is where you can buy your blueprints. This is one of the ways to get blueprints. There's, honestly, like, you're not going to buy all your blueprints because it's just too bloody expensive. For example, if you would like to buy, antimatter converter production, that will cost you 13 million credits. A lot. It's an awful lot. We currently have energy cell production. You start with that. We have got our hands on graphene production, Nostrof oil, Redler refining, a bunch more. However, there is one we are missing, and I have left it until now so that I can show you some of the other methods for acquiring them. And that is habitation modules. We want to have a crew, and basically we would like to have a crew of Teladi people slaving away in our factory. And to do that, we need to give them a biome to live in. And it's 21.4 million credits to buy the large one. Now, we could buy the small one and go with the small... No. We want the large one. I want to start big on this. So I'm going to show you how to get blueprints the cheaper way. The cheaper way to do this, one second while we teleport back, is to go to that pirate station we started with there. Actually, no, it's not a pirate station. It's a Hat Freeport. So there's a Hat Freeport over here in Silent Witness. We visited that early on to sell some of the stuff we stole off the Xenons. There's also another one... Second Contact 7 also has a Hat Freeport. Yeah, that took me a while to remember. So Silent Witness and Second Contact, they both have Freeports in them. And there, you can buy EMP bombs. EMP spacesuit bombs. They're great. They're wonderful. Let me show you how we're going to use them. Once we've left the space station, we're going to head over here to this Teladi Hull Parts factory. Now, if memory serves, this place has a large biome right there attached to it. Let's double check, though. To double check, what we want to do is we want to go to Shift 2, which puts you in scan mode. Oh, there's so many game modes related to scan mode, but I'm not going to cover those. For now, we're just going to use this to say, go up to one close to this thing here, and this will show us what kind of module we're looking at. For example, if we go up to this module right here and look at it, it will tell us, come on. This is a Teladi disk defense platform. Its hull is at 100%. So every time you get close to something, the scanner will eventually tell you what it is. It also gives you more information on the factory you're looking at. So if we pop over to this thing right here, it should tell us that this is a habitat biome. I don't know if it's the large one, though. Are you large? Come on. Am I close enough? Right, come on, I'm literally scraping the paint off my ship here. There we go. Hull Part Factory Teladi Large Biome. Excellent. Now what we want to do is find a big flat surface. Let me have a quick look around here. I think I have found this... Ooh, sorry. I think I found this a nice flat area here. And right there. And we want a nice flat area for what's about to come next. We hop up. We hop in and go for a wee bit of a walk. You got to do this outside of the ship. You can't do it from inside. Ooh, flat area down there as well. Nope. We'll stick with this one for now. On the right-hand side there, you can see we've got our little tickle beam for tickling things, our repair beam for repairing ships, and we've got 5 EMP bombs. These things are so handy. Yeah, let's just say I've been stockpiling these. These things can save you an awful lot of cash. All right, there is a flat area right there. Let's just launch one. Boom. And
Spacesuit EMP.
We select that and we trigger the EMP bomb.
We cannot tolerate your actions.
Sorry. Yeah, he's annoyed because I shot him first before I did that. So let's not annoy them any further. And the thing is, there was some things that have appeared now that weren't there beforehand. They're going to be really hard to see here on this surface. Damn it, I should have picked a flatter one. Alright, on this surface here, do you see those little weird spiky things? They should have little red, orange glowy bits in the middle of them. In fact, there's 4. There's 2 right there. You can see there's 2 little things sticking out. There's things sticking out there, things sticking out there, and things sticking out there. That was caused by our EMP bomb. The EMP bomb caused those to appear. Now, we are currently in scan mode by hitting Shift F2. Oh yeah, look. When I turn on Shift F2, they become visible. Those little red dots weren't there beforehand. The EMP bomb caused them to appear by doing damage to the station or something. I don't. As long as you only EMP a station once, they're fine though. And then if we come down here and get close, it should start giving us a decrypting signal in a second. Over here on the bottom right, it'll start saying decrypting, and when it does, that means we're in range. There we go, decrypting data stream. Boom. Unlocked blueprint Taladi large biome. So we now have access to the large biome. That one that cost 21 million? Yep, we just got it for the cost of an EMP bomb. EMP bombs are about 150 Gs. Maybe 120, I'm not sure, somewhere around there. But it's definitely an awful lot less than 21 million. However, there's 4 of them here, so we can grab a couple more while we're about. You are going to give us nothing. Sometimes they give you extra things on top of that. So you might as well get them all. And for decrypt number 4, what you going to give us? Come on, give us something. Permanent trade subscription added. I think what that allows you to do is, it gives us access to a station's inventory, or lets us know what a station's status is at all times without having a satellite near it. Something along those lines. Anyway, that is how you go steal some blueprints, and you can do that for all of the habitat modules and for pretty much all the modules. However, yeah, it's not... you think that's it? No, it's not that easy. Unfortunately, to get even that far, we first had to research it. So we had to research habitation module hack, which cost us resources and money, and we had to bring stuff to our station. I would go through all the details, but I'm about 19 hours into the save, and this is only the second video I'm putting out on it. This game is like... there is so much to this game. I really have to do some tutorials on it, because some of the tutorials I'm finding, like, they're good. It's just... they're great at telling you individual little bits and bobs, but trying to tell you what you should do after you start the game, nope. Anyway, now that we have that down, let's grab a bit of distance from the station. They're probably not still angry, but let's maybe clear a little bit of distance. We can now go to the headquarters here, and on that headquarters, we can actually go to configure station, go under habitat modules. Where is it? Habitation modules, and you'll see we have access to the large Taladi biome. Perfect. Now, I have went around and I have hacked, stolen, or bought all of the other blueprints we're going to need for what's coming up. Honestly, it was easier that way than explaining it after, or it's easier to explain it after I'd done all of this, because this is going to be a lot of production we're sticking in. We're not going with a small factory to start with, we're going to go with a large one. And to do that, we're going to head over to 18 billion. This here is the 18 billion area. Now, the reason we're building it is not because we're going to get 18 billion for doing it. Actually, we could make that much eventually. It's more to do with the resources that are available on these tiles. For example, they've got silicon, ore, methane, and helium. And sunlight's 100%. Sunlight is usually 100% in most places, but for example, yeah, some places not so much. But most of them, the majority... Oh god, why are all the options I'm picking? Okay, 100% sunlight. Grand exchange, 100%, 100%, 100%. Yeah, like most places are 100% sunlight, and there's actually a few that are above average. But you want some place with at least decent sunlight and a good collection of all of these resources. Namely because we want to make a giant mega factory here. First thing though, we have to buy ourselves a plot of land. Well, space, whatever. Now you can create a plot and you can just put it down inside a place anywhere, and that's where you can start building your factory inside. The closer you put it to a gate, more expensive it gets, because they don't want you being too close to gates and messing things up. Also, you know, shorter travel distances are handy. And this place is great because it's got 4 lanes going out of it, and I'm thinking we put ourselves in the middle. In fact, I'm going to make this pretty big. You can make them up to 20 kilometers square, but I'm thinking 10 kilometers. Yeah, I'm going to make a 10 kilometer square one. That's going to cost us 8 million. I'm not going to lie, that stings a bit. We could also just start small and work our way up, but I don't want to make things inconvenient. I want to make this as easy and visually easy to see as possible as we're building it. So we're going to create that new plot right there for 8 million. And what you could do is just start building there, but people would annoy you unless you paid the license fee. So we have to pay the license, one-time fee. As long as we've paid that, the surrounding people will be, you know, nice to us and they'll protect us and all that, and they won't try to come along and kill us. It's good to build in a place where, you know, you've got a bit of protection early on. Protect your investment. All right, let's go to the construction site. Now, in here, you'll probably find that you see like this weird space background. I just turned it off. Too confusing. Then we've got all of this stuff in here, but the main thing you want to start with is the dock module, because that's where everyone docks. Yeah, you know what? Let's put it close to the edge or something like that. So that would be your dock module, and then you just sort of build everything else off that. But that's inconvenient. Before we start building all of this stuff and chucking on all the different modules, because you see you can stick on storage, you can stick on all of your building stuff. I'm going to have to go over why we have all of this stuff and why we're going to be building such a stupidly oversized station. And that gets a little bit complicated. The first question, though, is what are we going to build at this factory? What do we want? And there's loads of things you can produce, but the best one is hull parts for multiple reasons. Now, this station here, we've actually scanned it a bunch so we can see how many hull parts are in it. Normally, it's actually quite empty. They're doing quite well at the moment. They've got 3,000 in there. But if we turn on, say, the trade overlay, look at the building and show hull parts, they have room for 7,354. If we look at, say, this Talati shipyard over here, they have room for 22,000 hull parts, as in we could sell them 22,000 of those. So the wharfs and the shipyards, of which there are many, many, many of them. Everyone's got wharfs and shipyards, and every single one of them wants hull parts. Those hull parts are just, they're sellable everywhere. Okay, except for maybe the Xenon, they're just going to try and murder you. But say here, there's, even some of the Argon trading stations, or the trading stations in general, will also stock them. So all of these wharfs, they're all open for business of hull parts, and this makes it real easy. As well as that, they're not actually that complicated to make. I know, I had the exact same thoughts when I saw it the first time too, but all we need to look at here is just hull parts. They're overcomplicating the bejesus out of this. It's not that bad, to be honest. Now, the first thing, just get this complication out of the way, refined metals and palladium are the exact same thing. They just take in ore and they refine it, and then it pops out the other side. The only reason there's two of them here is it turns out that the Taladi have their own special metal refining process. It's still used the exact same way as everything else, it's just it can only be used with their buildings. Everyone else just uses refined metals. Don't ask me why, I think it's just a tide over from some of the earlier games. But anyway, just imagine that's one box as opposed to two. So if you feed that in, that's one part of hull parts, is just basically refining some raw ore into metal, which goes into the hull parts. The second thing you need is graphene, which just takes methane. So you need methane to be harvested with a miner, given to your factory, where it gets turned into graphene, and then the graphene gets handed off to hull parts. So that's it. You just need ore and methane, graphene refinery, metal refinery, and a hull parts production facility, and you're done. It's actually really straightforward and simple-ish. So yes, I did say ish, but that's... let's just say, here is hull part production. This is a calculator thing, and honestly, it's just easier. This thing's reminding me a lot of Satisfactory. This game tastes like Satisfactory when you get to this level. We want to make hull parts. We need energy cells, which I kind of left out there. You're going to need energy, which means you get one of those solar panels up, but they don't have any inputs. You just chuck them up, they produce energy, you're done. Graphene production, we knew that, and refined metal production. That's it. That seems fairly straightforward. And then we just sort of increase the count. And the perfect number is 5. If you go to 5 and hit add modules, if you go to 5 and hit autofill the modules, what happens is it'll get you up to, you need 3 metal refineries, 1 graphene production, 1 energy, and you can support 5 hull part factories. That is perfect. However, there are additional complications, because like I said, it was mostly pretty straightforward. You see, you can boost this production massively by putting people in there, and the meat people make it go faster. And technically, it doesn't cost you anything. I said technically, right? I said technically, you still have to put down some factories, but this is... Basically, you have to feed your workers. If you don't feed your workers, then they don't live and stuff. So you need to provide food for them. However, that's very easy. You just mine ice. Ice is basically the source of maintaining your population. That's it. That is all you need. So you just mine some ice, you do some little steps with it, and then your people are fine. And then what we can do is use those people to multiply productivity. And I know this looks stupidly complex, but it's honestly not that bad. It's just a case of it looks way more complicated than it really is. Pretty much everyone has the exact same recipe for medical supplies. It's water and spice and whatever food you've got lying around. So for the Taladi, that's going to be water, spice, and sunrise flowers. See, each different race gets a different food associated with them, usually 2, but Taladi are a little bit special that way. So sunrise flowers, water and spice, you get your medical supplies. You take that same spice, you combine it with sunrise flowers and water, and you get nostrop oil, which is what they eat. And then you're done. So all we got to do is put in a little bit of extra food, and we should hopefully be able to support a population that will boost our productivity. Back to the calculator. Like, this game, just, you need outside stuff to even have a hope of doing anything with this game. Anyway, the needed workforce is 2,295 people. So we're going to have to add on a module. And we're going to go with a large Taladi biome. This can hold 1,000 Taladi. So we're going to have to put in at least 3 because we're already up to 2,295 people required. So we'll stick in those 3. However, we're going to autofill the modules, and that will tell us what we need in terms of food to keep them all going, which is 1 nostrop oil production facility, 2 medical production facilities, 1 spice production, 1 sunrise flower, and 1 water. And that will boost up all of our production over here. In fact, I should probably go over one more thing before we do that. Currently, we would have a profit of about 1.43 million every hour if we don't use a workforce. If we do use a workforce, that profit goes up to 2.5 million. That's a hell of an increase. And okay, it costs us some resources to build in those facilities, but after that, the only thing it costs is ice. So effectively what you're doing is ice is a multiplier for productivity. So if you have ice lying around, you can use that to multiply the productivity of your factories. If you don't have any ice lying around, then you can just build this stuff raw, but you're going to have to spend more ore and more methane to get that stuff produced. So you think ice is basically a bonus multiplier to your productivity, and there's no point not using it. It doesn't actually cost you anything more except for the initial investment in the infrastructure. Oh, it also meant we had to put in an extra energy cell production facility, but I'm okay with that. So now what we have to do is take this and build it. Yeah, it's going to be fun, isn't it? So that brings us back to 18 billion and this plot of space land that we bought for 9 million or 8 million, whatever it was. We're going to go here and we're going to build that station. We're going to take all of those modules and put them in there. All the modules we need, we have already purchased, stolen, or done whatever to get them. Oh, one last thing. When it comes to getting that habitation module, there is one other way we could have gotten it. We could have just visited all the habitation modules we could find, and some of them will have data leaks on them naturally. You can hunt for data leaks. It's slow and painful, but you could find them naturally as opposed to actually having to EMP them first. As far as I'm aware, that's a possibility. I just haven't encountered it yet, though I have heard it's possible. After a bit of fiddling around like a fool, this is the best I've come up with so far. This here is a basic dock. This here is one of those large ones that can stock large ships. And then we put in all of these basic construction stuff to spread things out. And we've chucked on a couple of solar panels here. I want to try and spread it out so that we can actually expand this reasonably. As opposed to just chucking things on, I want to make it as structured as possible so that I know where everything is going. And we want to put on 5... Actually, let's not put on the hull part production yet. What we want to do is put on all the basic stuff. So we want... Oh yeah, refined metal production. Where did we put that? Ah, here we go. Palladium production facility. You. Wow, that's a weird looking thing. Fine, we shall put you there. No, I would actually prefer it to be there. Damn it. There's got to be some way to fit this in right. Give me a minute. This is so fiddly to get right. So this is what it looks like right now. We have 2 palladium production facilities, 1 graphene production facility, all put on this scaffolding that we've built out, and we've got 2 solar panels, or 2 energy cells. We've got 1 6-ship dock for medium and small ships, and 1 giant dock for the larger ships. That should get us started. You see, this is all going to cost money. I'm not sure exactly. Let's confirm those module changes. Yeah, we're going to assign or hire a builder. We can expand this as we go along. And, well, let's zoom in on where was it? 18 billion? Yeah, we want to see, what's the closest one to here? You can go? Yeah, there we go. You're nice and close by. You can go grab those parts and start building it. That should start producing it. Oh, wait, no, we have to select it. Right click. Select. Don't want to mess that up. And done. Now, resources needed to complete the change. 1,497 Claytronics, 3,000 energy cells, and 5,490 hull parts. It's a lot of hull parts. Okay, but the important bit there is the hull parts and the energy cells. You see, when this is finished, okay, we're only starting now, but when this is completed, we will be producing our own hull parts. We will be producing our own energy, which is 2 of the main resources needed to produce more station. And the very first thing we're going to do after we finish all of the hull parts and we start making money out of this is we're going to use that money to start building out the Claytronics facilities. And then once we're producing hull parts, Claytronics, and energy cells all in one facility, we can sort of use that to just keep expanding. All we got to do is keep feeding the beast full of methane and ice and silicon and all the bits and bobs it needs, and it will just keep churning stuff out for us and allows us to expand to produce more stuff to sell to more people to make more money. Yes, that's the good stuff. It's just getting here seemed like it took way longer than it should have. Now, I know we haven't put in any of the food stuff or anything like that, but we're just getting a little bit started. We're going to get this underway. Also, I kind of forgot to get to hack the Tiladi hull production. It's okay. It's okay. I'll go grab that now. In fact, let's go check how much that is going to cost. Oh, one other thing we need to do. We need to pay the station. Well, it needs money. Its estimated construction budget is 5 million for what we have currently produced. So we are going to accept that estimate. That puts 5 million in its account. In fact, we're going to crank that up a bit just in case anything goes wrong and confirm it. As well as that, I have a cargo ship here holding 790 hull parts standing by. I'm going to have that dock in a bit. Transfer wares with build storage. Yep, here you go. Let's just automatically dump a whole bunch of those in there. And the reason I'm getting this ship to do it is because, well, they're hard to come by. Those hull parts are actually a little bit of a problem to buy right now. Let's zoom out. Where's the closest place? There is a place over here that's got 2,895 of them for 198. So let's grab that ship, have them trade with that place, buy up a whole bunch more of the hull parts. Yoink, thank you kindly. That only cost us 156,000. Nothing. And then we'll have them come back over here and drop it off. Transfer wares, and there's two things here. There's build storage and there's trade. We want to put it into build storage so it's actually used for construction. And then boom. That will put 1,500 of the parts we need already in there, which should get us well on the way to starting. Where were we? Oh yeah, let's see how much that blueprint costs before we go steal it from someone. Hull part production would cost us 4.5 million. Oh, hell no. I've got like 4 or 5 EMP bombs burning a hole in my pocket. Let's go find some hull production facilities. In fact, since we've got a bit of time, that's going to take a while for all that construction to complete. I'm going to maybe take my time, go around and find a few places around here that might be scannable. As in, where are we? There is like a hull production factory here. We could go have a look at that. In fact, I'm going to have a look at that factory as well and check them out and see if they've got any leaks. If they have any data leaks, we might be able to grab these blueprints for free. And, ooh, we just flip. Yep. Okay, let me figure out how to get out of here without crashing into something. Once we start getting close to the ship, we're just going to slow down. Oop. Brakes. I'm getting better at that, sort of. Nope. We want to put it on scan mode activated. Then what we want to do is we want to start looking around and seeing when our little buzzer starts going off. Oh. There it is. You can see down the bottom, we've got this little blue fuzz. That means there is a leak around here somewhere. Now, that's very faint. We're getting the information on it, so ooh, maybe it's over here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I can see it right there. That is a data leak of some sort. What are you? You are commission unlocked. Power deficit at the small hull part factory lasts for 36 hours. It's some sort of mission. I don't want it. It's probably to get a commission to do stuff and make money doing some trade. We're not interested in that. Ooh, we got another data leak. I can see the thing down there. Where are you? Oh, there you are.
Are you interested in a job?
It depends. What's the job? No. Hunt and destroy, I'm not interested. We're not... I have no intention. My god, these places are just full of data leaks everywhere. This is like a whole minigame onto itself, finding missions.
I'm glad you found my signal.
Oh, someone wants to escape. Yeah, these things are worth about 40 to 50 grand. They're... like, we're far beyond that. We're making more money off of our... I should have hit the decline button. 1 second. Did I hit decline? I could have sworn I hit decline for that one already. And another one. Seriously. This guy's got to get some plumbers or something. Discount unlocked. Clearance sale. Hull part factory. Well, that's great. Ooh, actually, well, do need hull parts. Alright, I got bored of looking. Let's just EMP this sucker, grab the blueprint so that we can finish off our factory build. In fact, how is our factory build coming along? You can usually keep track of the progress fairly well. What are we looking at here? Oh, you can see that we've ordered 1,497 Claytronics, we've ordered 3,000 energy cells, and hull parts wise, well, we've received 1,580, but there's 2,370 still to come. Yeah, I arranged a few deliveries of manual deliveries because hull parts are the hardest thing to find for this so far. Okay, we'll have to do more work on that to probably get the hull parts, but this should at least get the docking area started. Right. I don't think we should EMP the glass. I don't know why, but I think that's a bad idea. Let's try EMPing this section over here. And nice and flat. You don't want to do it on curved surfaces. Curved surfaces is bad, and oh my god, we're miles away.
Spacesuit EMP.
Okay. Yeah, I can see all 4 of them. There's 2 of them there, 1 of them over there, and another one over there. We'll grab these 2 first. Too close. Too close. That's 1. Okay, we've unlocked the blueprint for the Taladi Hull production. Excellent, that was pretty quick. We'll grab the other, you might as well grab all 4 while you're here. They give you bonuses or they might give you something, so, I mean, it's not that much of a time waster. Come on, give us something good. Payment, trade, subscription added. Well, whatever.
Pegasus.
Let's get back on board. No, and the 40 meters per second, this is where it comes in handy. Getting that suit upgrade really makes a big difference to getting back to your ship in quick order. Sorry, buddy. Back in your tube. Come on. Yep, you go stand in there. That's where he lives. I assume he's just hanging around outside, clinging to the edge of the ship with his claws, going, "Oh my god, don't take a corner too fast." Okay, where were we? Oh, yes. Maybe securing some more resources. In fact, I think I'm going to scan this entire sector. I'm going to check for data leaks on all these buildings and get proper up-to-date information. I'm probably going to do the same for the surrounding sectors. Just while we're waiting for this to build. This is going to take a while. Like, this is going to take a long while. Might want to manually queue up a few more hull part deliveries as well. If you come in and check up on your station, you can actually see the parts that have been built already. For example, the big E-dock's been built, the small 6-ship dock's been built, all this scaffolding's been built, and now I believe they're working on energy cell production. It takes 7 minutes to produce, and there's how much it's going to cost. Ooh, they are expensive. Oh wait, no, that's the cumulative total? No. Damn, that is a lot. I suppose those two are sort of out on their own end. The thing is, where's the dock modules? That E-dock cost an awful lot. I maybe should not have included that straight up. I maybe should have put that in afterwards. That thing was actually incredibly expensive. But once the solar panels are made, then we'll be producing our own power here. Once the second solar panel is made, we'll start working on these bars, and then we'll start working on palladium production, graphene, and all of the rest. This is still going to take a while longer, though. Like I said, this game tastes a bit like Satisfactory, but it's not quite the same. You spend more time, like, you will queue up that stuff, and then you end up doing, well, what I'm doing now, which is running around the universe doing random things. What am I even doing right now? Oh, wait, yeah, I'm doing a mission. I am sabotaging a place because of, yeah, hack. They want me to hack this place. That was it. This thing's actually worth about $500,000. Oop. My landing capacity has actually improved an awful lot, believe it or not. Like a glove. Easy peasy. Alright, let's go hack this place. What are we hacking again? Storage control system. One of the great things about our start is we went and got a bunch of xenon and killed them. This gave us a whole bunch of these hack packs. Or is it security decryption systems? These can be traded in for about $500,000 if you find the relevant mission. Of course, you have to go around scanning a bunch of things. Storage control system, required hacking security decryption system. See that thing down there in the bottom right? So this will basically eject a portion of the wares stored in storage modules out into space. We shall confirm that. Mission completed, evacuated the storage. We just made about $500,000 for doing that. Also, as well as that, they dropped a bunch of stuff into space.
Pegasus. Vanguard.
Go out and have a look. This causes it to evacuate a bunch of its stored resources. So right now they've got some medicals, 697 medical supplies, 47 scanning arrays, 63 drone components, and 9 energy cells just lying around outside. We could go grab them if we had a cargo ship. I just don't care to do so. Now, we did have a second mission that was something similar along those lines. I'm going to go take care of those in the background while our station continues to be built. Station building is ongoing, and oh my god, it takes forever. This has been literally going on for hours at this point. So this thing's going to take 7 minutes, 35... How long is this thing going to take? It doesn't even tell me. It's going to be ages before any of this gets built. I've been playing this all day and I still feel like I've barely got anything done. On the right side, we got plenty of power coming in. We've got the palladium production up and running. We've got graphene production up and running. We've got both our large storage container and our large liquid storage container up. Then we've got 2 of the Taladi hull parts going up, and then we've got 3 more to go. Once those 3 are done, we can start putting in the people stuff. There's probably a few other things we should get around to as well. We purchased a few ships. Let's see, where is it? Gas miner, mineral miner, and another mineral miner. We are going to assign them out to the 18 building factory. We're going to set you to mine for Commander Alpha. We've already got 2 ships in there already. We're going to need them to mine basically gas, and solids for this thing to work. I think it's ore and methane or ore and hydrogen, whatever. We've got them in sector. I've double checked it all beforehand, but it should automatically be handled. I should probably rename all of these though, just so I don't lose track of them. It's almost done. We're just putting the final finishing touches on this. There was a minor glitch or two with getting the production up and running, but
Autopilot disengaged.
just about done. Look at that beauty. That's what I really like about this. You get to design this in the screen, and then when you come out, the whole thing is there lined up. Is it neat or not? Well, I think it looks okay. You can't really tell until... Come on, give me a bit closer there. This big thing up front, this is where the big ships are going to dock. This E-dock, I think it's called. That's probably what that builder is over there. You know what? That's fine. So that thing's building over there. There we've got our Tiladinum production that goes on in those big green things. That's basically the metal refinement goes on in there. Turns nice and blue. Over here we've got storage. Now, storage was where I messed up a little bit. Turns out there's 3 different types of storage, and I only thought there was 2. There's solid storage, liquid gas storage type thing like methane, hydrogen, helium, and then there's a second solid storage. So that's what that is down there.
Factory.
That's solid storage. That is container storage. So basically solid storage is for ores only. So we stuck on an ore thing down there, otherwise our ore miners are not working. And then over here, got the place where it takes all of the graphene. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot the graphene, didn't I? Graphene is produced in that module right down there. So all the graphene produced there is combined with the Tiladinum produced in these 2 testicular thingies over there. And then they all get put into those yokis over there that sort of look almost like ships all lined up in a row. Now, right now we don't have any people to boost production, but this here is already active. Only at about half efficiency, but who cares? For now, we're actually making our own hull parts. It's beautiful. And the solar panels are all just nice and neat. That was totally worth the several hours it took to build it. Considering the length of time it takes to build these things, I think the smart plan, just queue up building all the time. Have building going on non-stop forever and ever and ever. Don't ever let it stop. Because it just takes too long otherwise. Oh, almost crashed into my own trader. Taking my own advice, I have put together a second dock. In fact, we have drastically increased the size that we're going to scale this up to.
Serious.
Oh, damn, someone's under attack. Escape.
Acknowledged.
Just run away. Whoever you were. I honestly don't know who that was.
Factory.
So in this high-tech factory over here, we're putting down a second area over here where more ships can dock because we've got like a lot of miners working here and traders coming and going. This place was starting to get a little bit congested, so I had to leave the system because all the ships started backing up and couldn't get in and out. I probably shouldn't be putting them all beside each other like that. That's probably bad for the AI pathing, but it just looks really nice and neat, so I'm going to go like that until something proves me wrong otherwise. Oh, and the station here, we've queued up a little bit. Just a few things to help it out. Namely, all of the 3 Tiladi biomes over there, all of the food production, the medics, the water, all of that junk is all going to go on there. Oh, and we've got another dock as well queued up, so we're going to have 3 docks over there of the medium variety, and all of this in here. And, let me show you some other stuff they've got going on in here. We can go into Station Overview, and we can see the production section. This tells us how many energy cells we're producing, how much ice we're processing, how much graphene. Like, okay, this is the end stuff. This is hull parts. It's currently active. You can see that little thing, twisty thing going. And it tells us that in the next production cycle will be finished in 6 minutes and 21 seconds. Time until resources are depleted. How many hull parts we produce per hour. How much resources we consume per hour. Oh, let's check our Tiladinum. We need 4,008, and we are currently producing more than enough. Yep. Yeah, okay, we're definitely producing more than enough. Oh, wait, actually, there it is. 4,200. Yeah, we're producing just enough Tiladinum. And graphene-wise, we're producing 1,400. Yep, plenty of Tiladinum, plenty of graphene, plenty of everything to keep this thing running flat out. That's 5,880 hull parts. We're going to be swimming in hull parts. Thinking that it only took about 5,000 hull parts to build this whole thing, I may have overbuilt it. We should have maybe started a little bit smaller, but where's the fun in that? You know what I mean? So this should completely solve all of our hull part problems. And now the next thing to do would be, once all the human stuff is done, maybe double up on the population and then cram on all the claytronics or whatever it is. What is this stuff called? Yes, this claytronics down here. Claytronics, energy cells, and hull parts are all we need to keep expanding this indefinitely, and then we can start filling this whole area out with just a massively oversized, ridiculous factory. I'm not sure if we want to start building our own ships or just buy in some to start. Maybe buy in a couple of destroyers to keep us going. Oh, we might need to have a few things with people first. You know what? We'll worry about that in the next episode. This thing takes way too long to play, but let me try and explain why I enjoy it so much. It's like, while all this is going on in the background, which you come back occasionally and check up on because this is incredibly slow, you go off and you find a station. And you turn on your scan mode and you start looking around for, just little missions that come off the stations. Well, there's nothing there. Let me go find something around here. Right, over here we have a field coiled factory. This thing is, well, it's one of the few things in here we haven't actually scanned. If we check the map and we click on any of these buildings, you can see here it gives us all of the resources inside them, what they're doing, that kind of stuff. That's because we've scanned all of them. That usually means I went around and checked them for data leaks. Those things will respawn and all that, but I'd prefer to scan things I haven't scanned before just because it increases the amount of stuff you discovered on your map. And that's what you sort of end up doing. The more you discover, the less likely you are to ever want to restart. The amount of time and effort it takes to do anything, you don't really mind it so much when you're doing it, but you'd hate to have to go back and do it a second time. So you kind of end up playing these things for many hours. Anyway, let me go over here and see what's available on this station. It doesn't take us that long to get there at all. Once we engage the travel mode, we quickly pop up to about 6 kilometers per second. I may have bought ourselves a ship for about 2.7 million. That is just stupidly fast. And once we get in close, we switch to scan mode. And we go in and we start looking for static around anywhere. Anyone? Nope. There we go. We got static going on. It's over this direction somewhere.
Docking granted.
There it is. Right, that's a mission. Let's see which type it is. We're sort of doing a kind of a reverse A-team approach to these missions.
I hope you can help.
Probably not. I need yeah, this is what I mean. This guy wants to run away, but he's only going to pay 40 grand. So no. Anyone who's looking for help, or people are trying to kill them, or they're trying to get away from some cruel people, sorry, we're not interested. They don't pay well enough. Let me find another mission around here somewhere. Would you look at that? There's another one over there. Or is that a data leak? Oh, that's a data leak. Never mind. Data leaks are, well, they give you bonuses towards the station maybe, or they might give you a blueprint occasionally. Though it's very occasionally you get a blueprint. I think I've only got a blueprint like once. Yeah, we get a discount for this place. Yeah, I don't care about your discounts. We've got a mega factory. Well, we've got the starts of a factory over there. We don't really care about money just yet. We're going to be pumping out money shortly. And then from then on in, it's going to become less and less of an issue. God damn it. Who's attacking us now?
Are you interested in a job?
Yes, I am interested in a job. What kind of job do you have? Board a specified ship. Okay, this could actually put us at a... This is given by criminals and would put us at odds with the Ministry of Finance. So, no. We don't want to get on the wrong side of crowds that we already trade with. That would be bad, unfortunately.
Are you interested in a job?
Maybe. What have you got for us? Kill someone. Ah, damn it. No, it would annoy the Taladi Corporation, so let's decline that one as well. There's got to be a different job around here somewhere. We seem to be getting all the wrong ones right now. Why, hello there, little shiny thing.
Are you interested in a job?
Ah, someone wants us to sabotage some station turrets. You know what? We can give that a go. Let's accept that mission.
Count on you.
Well, maybe. It depends how bored I am. Damn it, I just realized we gotta blow up 3 turrets. I can see it there on the radar. There's 3 turrets, and we've only brought 2 bombs. So, this will have to wait. I don't have time for... That's the joy and the horror of this, is it takes you so much time to do anything that it feels like you should hate it. But at the same time, there's always something to be doing and so much little fun projects to be handling that you don't actually notice until you go back to check a course on the progress of a build and you're like, wait a minute, what, it's not finished yet? It feels like you've been playing for ages and then nothing gets done, but you don't really care. Weird. Anyway, I'm going to go back to scouring the universe for exploding missions to do by scanning every single station I can find. We're also still scouting everywhere, and I need to figure out what kind of ships we want to buy to protect ourselves. We got to worry about our trade stuff getting hit now because we're literally large enough and we're spread out wide enough that we're going to start running into issues. So to avoid that, we're going to need to get some ships, and I'm just not sure which ones we go for. Problem is, we're only good with 3 factions right now that we can buy stuff off. Taladi, Argon, Paranid, and the Vigor Syndicate, actually, for some reason. Oh yeah, we did a bunch of missions for them. I just gotta figure out which one of them's got some good ships we can buy. I really would like to split stuff, but never mind. We can get in with the split later. Anyway, I am going to cut this out here. I hope you enjoyed it. Good luck.